26 Charlie Tango 1017 1017 listening. I thought I would just show you this out of interest. I've just took the back off the radio to adjust various settings. That's the internals of the radio. Doesn't look too bad, to be fair. I'm not no electronics whiz kid. I don't mess about with frequencies. I don't change power output transistors or anything like that. I would send it off and get it done. I can do the rudimentary set the signal meter, turn the audio down if somebody's wound it up too high, things like that. The necessary things to realign the radio's operating, and particularly turning the power down, as this one's doing slightly too much. But this is the interesting bit. When I took the case off, somebody's put a name on the back and a date. Brian Boss, MW, OLBB, the 3rd of the 7th, 1988. Bit of history there. For whatever reason he wrote that on there. Maybe it was his radio. Maybe he serviced it. Maybe he put the mid block on or took it off, or who knows. Who knows, but there you go. Bit of history. Somebody's name. Totally irrelevant to the video, but I thought I would show you. This is, just spoke to him, Andy in Clyro. I think that's how you pronounce it, in mid-Wales. Me and Adrian have just spoke to him. Still doing my radio. I've stopped for a natter on the radio, and there's Andy.
Roger, yeah, I can't hear him. What about you there, Shane?
No, mate, unfortunately, I've got negative copy on that one. I can only hear Andy at the moment.
Roger, Dwayne, you still on? I am, yeah.
Yeah, there's a good copy for this time of night. What is it? It's 5:23, 17:23 in the UK. Just spoke to Clyro in Wales. I'll have a look at the map, see if I can find where it is and see what the distance is. But by the way, I'll add this to the rest of my other little video sections. I'm back again. Right then, I've done a few adjustments to the radio. I have got it on a different meter this time. I should have put it on the same one really. But if I key another radio up, just as a reference for the meter, it's not going off the end of the clock anymore when you key up. Got a radio right next to it. This one has got a dummy load into it. The other one's through an antenna. So here it goes. Lovely. It's on the wrong channel. So it needs to be on 33. So I've just put the back on the radio. I was making sure the power was smooth between 40 and 1. 33. There's 33. Right, here we go. Key up. Just between the plus and the 3, look. That's with the radio right next to it. What's that? Low power. Oh, I'll key this radio up now into the meter. It has got a dummy load in the back, as you can see there. This meter, me there, keyed up. It's not smooth power. It's not stable. It jumps up and down now and again. It's on the 5-watt scale at the bottom. 3.5 to 4, look, I don't know why it's doing that. Just under 4. That's on full power. Switch the radio down to half power, to low, there, back on. Wasn't doing any power before, maybe about 0.4. So that's your half power there. I've spoke on the radio. They say the audio is slightly just verging on being over the top, but holding the mic a bit further away from my mouth rectified that problem. And this has got an RF a mic gain on it there, so I can always turn that down a little bit, can't I? That one there. Seems to have a nice soft squelch. Now I don't know if they were made like this, because I don't believe in all my years, if I did have one of these radios 30 years ago, I wouldn't have kept it for long, because I thought they were a bit overpriced. I think they're about 108 quid, I think, when they were new. I'm one of these people, I don't normally go for bells and whistles, or let's have a 3-position dim switch for the meter and, you know, the lights and all that. I ain't really somebody who goes for that. I'm just a volume and squelch man in reality. And they started loading these things up with Delta tunes and blooming dimmers. I'm surprised it hasn't got a Roger bleep for such a radio that's got a bit of a good reputation. No Roger bleep. You've got tone, high, mid and low. You've got your channel 9, which I presume is channel 9, yes. Excuse the dog, it's heard a sound. What else? Yeah, that's about it. It's all set up. The meter's set up to show somewhere near 4 watts, I believe, when it's transmitting power. Just have a look. Oh, it's on low power still. Would help if I put it on high power, wouldn't it? There you go, look. 4 watts. It's about right. It's on a dummy load. The meter is also showing 4 watts into the dummy load. So, all being well, if it continues to work and operate reliably, it's kept going for this long, hasn't it? Like I say, it's debatable, the front face, whether you like it or whether it does it for you or not. There's a few little dinks in it, but it's an old radio. It's working. So, got there in the end with this one. Just got to see how we go on the next one. Just had a good copy with Andy, Charlie Tango 30. He's in Mid Wales. I have got the name of the place wrote down, but it works out to be 77.3 miles from me as the crow flies. Blooming good copy that was, and that was on the my 3900. I think I've got it on video. I've got to latch them all together and make one video, do some serious editing. But thanks for watching. So the radio, next time you see this, hopefully, I'm going to have to try and bolt it somewhere, because I've got a big stack of radios there, my Kenwood on the bottom, then the Murphy home base, then the 3900, and then a matcher. So, then of course on the shelf here I've got an old, it does work, Manikestrel. I haven't used it for probably 3 or 4 weeks. And then over here I've got a Midland. And then over behind me I've got 2 more 40 channel radios as well. And then I've got one down here, my CRT, my new one. Well, I say a new one, I've had it a couple of months now, but never really used it very much. Got that one there, that's got its own separate antenna. And this one, I don't have to tell you what aerial this lot's running off, do I? Because I've got boring on the subject now. And by the way, when I just spoke to Andy in Wales, 77 miles away, that was on the homemade antenna as well, the T2LT, 77.3 miles as the crow flies. So the next time you see this Harrier CBX, it will be talking to somebody. I've spoken to Adrian and Tim, my friends, on it. Like I say, it is working, the audio's okay. Thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Take care. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Any comments appreciated, whether they're good or bad. And we'll catch you soon. And hopefully the next review I will do, if I win the bid, is on a Midland home base, if I get it. And that is an absolute minter, judging by the pictures. So that'll be interesting to any people out there who like such radios. Take care for now. Bye. 73s from CT 1017.